I'm Christine.
I'm Danny.
I'm the Trey.
And I'm the Ank.
And together we make
TreAnch. You may have read our movie critiquing blog, TreAnch. But we decided that we're going to start doing something a little different. We're going to start vlogging, giving more detail about the movies that we see. Warning, there are spoilers. Yes. Only for viewers who either don't want to see the movie or have already seen it.
Yes. And just want to know a little bit more about specific stuff we loved about the movie.
Yeah, hear our opinion a bit because you guys seem to enjoy reading it, so.
Yay!
Okay, so this week's movie, week
7?
Week 7, was If I Stay.
Very good.
Very, very good.
Yes.
Probably one of the best.
We always say that. I feel like we always say,
I
like,
know.
oh, this is a really good movie. But this was a really good movie.
It will make you cry. Warning. My eyes are probably a little bit still.
Yes.
I didn't wear makeup for a reason. That's my
Thanks for telling me. Thanks for the heads up.
Just kidding. So yes, it's basically, you want to explain something?
Okay, so it's about this girl, and she's kind of, doing that teenage angst thing happening, and her biggest problem is whether or not she's going to go to Juilliard or not. But then,
Cello player.
Yes, she's a cello player.
That was
very good
spot on,
impression.
yeah.
Okay. And basically, she's waiting for this letter when a snow day is called in, and then her whole family is like, yay, snow day, and they're going on this adventure when this really big bad accident happens, and the whole movie is it goes from her being in the hospital and everybody receiving the news that everyone dies. She's the lone survivor of this accident, and then it goes back into the past to kind of show her life and her falling in love with this guy and her falling in love with the cello and just how her family dynamics and things like that. So it goes back and forth between her being in the hospital and just her up to that point in
Perfect
time.
description, I would say.
Yes.
Yes. It's very, very good. It makes you feel a whole wave of feels. Love of all different types, between, boyfriend, girlfriend, family, grandparents, younger siblings, that kind of thing, everything. Friends, yeah, it just covers, bless you, all the basics. It just and I would say it's very relatable, wouldn't you? It touches on a lot of points that I think many of us, if not all, have felt at least some variation of at some point. So
there was times where you kind of felt like hope, and it's movies like this that make you think that love is this whole big magical thing, and in reality it's just a whole other thing,
Yeah.
And it had that aspect, and then it also just had hope for when you're in high school and you're graduating and you're a senior, it's what am I going to do with my life? And this is the biggest decision of your life, because do I go away from home? Do I stay home? So it kind of had that aspect of it as well. And then dreams come true type of thing, but it isn't always what you expect it to be. So that was really nice.
It was nice, yeah. It really gets you involved. You really feel what the characters are feeling.
Yes.
When someone's crying, you start crying, or when they feel the love, we were just oh, you want that, and you really vibes with them.
And I really liked how the movie wasn't it showed her life, the accident happens, and then it's is she gonna live or is she gonna die? It was a process, it's of course you don't want the main character to die, but then it's just you get so involved because you see her whole story develop, and you're seeing her fight for her life at the same time, that I feel like it built a closer connection than if you just kind of go through the steps oh, she falls in love, she gets into Juilliard, yay, and then it's oh, accident happens, her life's ruined, everyone dies. It wasn't like that. It was just you fell in love with the story and the character, and felt why it was so heartbreaking, because you saw everything happening in contrast to her being in a coma and dying.
Yes. So
Yeah.
my one complaint. I had one complaint, I think, of the whole movie, and I do not think that her little brother needed to die. I think that was very
that was
unnecessary, because
Yeah.
they made a big deal about the fact that, oh, if this girl wakes up, she's going to wake up an orphan. And there's this moment. The movie is kind of, I thought it was actually very clever, because they show her, like, you know, unconscious and everything, but her real self, I guess, or her conscience, whatever, is next to her body. So it kind of shows, like, if she was really able to see all these people while she's in a coma, what she would be thinking and what she would be saying.
Yeah.
And there's this one moment where she goes to see her little brother, who seems like he's doing fine. She talks to him and she's like, it's just you and me now.
Yeah.
And then later on they get the news that he didn't make it. I was just like,
that was a little.
that wasn't necessary. It was very heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But that's, other than that, it was great.
And then, sorry.
No, go. Yeah.
I felt like in some scenes, the main actress could have committed a little bit more. Like, no, like,
We're
really.
getting nitpicky here.
No, like, I just felt like I was getting into it, and then it was over. Like, the emotion. Maybe it wasn't so much the character, maybe it was the director or something, but it's like when she finds out that her parents are dead and her little brother's dead, it's like she runs and she falls, and she's like, ah, and then she's like, and then she runs and does something else, and I was like, wait, you just found out that everyone's dead.
True.
Cry a little more.
I didn't catch that. Good,
You didn't,
good
yeah.
observation.
And then even like when she found out her parents were dead, she was just like crying, and then she like stopped, and then like there was a lot of running. She ran to her little brother, and like I can understand, like, you realize your parents are dead and you're like, wait, my little brother. I justified it that way, but then in the second part when he died too, I was like, I would like be destroyed.
Yeah.
Like
that, I think, okay, this just came to me. I think one reason they did have the little brother die is because that was the moment, the first, really the first big moment that she felt like she was going to just give up. Because up until then, she'd kind of had a reason to fight for her life. But that at that moment, she just says something like, God, I just want it to stop.
Oh, yeah. She was just like, God, make it stop.
And it really made you think, like, oh, my God, is this main character going to die right now?
And then the light started coming, and
she saw the light quite a few
it
times.
was gone.
Yeah. The ending, though, that was... Christiane over here was like, that can't be the ending. The movie's over. Like, it was so funny. And 2 hours into it, and she still wasn't satisfied.
I wasn't.
No.
I was like, I need more.
I thought it was quite artsy. The more I think about it, the more I like it.
She just woke up, and it was like, it's done. Like in
No.
Twilight.
No.
In the, what's that movie? The fourth one.
Didn't see it.
The fourth movie where Bella is like turning into a vampire, and then her eyes open and they're red. It's like, that's how you're gonna end it? Like, come on. It was just like that cliffhanger, and it was just like...
But...
It was exactly the same
It didn't
scene.
happen just like that. Her boyfriend, or I guess they were broken up at this point, but the love of her life comes in. He's singing her a song that he wrote and everything. They're both musicians. It's adorable. And she's just like going through all these happy memories in her life and everything. And he's just saying, like, please stay, I'll do whatever you want, I love you, everything. And then, her eyes open, and he goes, Mia, and then it ends. And you're just like, yeah, she stayed, because the whole point of the movie is if I stay.
I didn't get that, okay? The title didn't go through my head while I'm like...
And you go through the whole movie filling in her life, and the question that you're waiting to be answered is, does she stay?
I didn't see it like
last
that.
second.
I didn't see it like that.
I think that's what they were going for.
I think once you explain it to me, it's like, okay, I see the point. But at the moment, I was like, no.
Yeah, it was a shock, but I think it worked, and hopefully this discussion will help you viewers see it in the way that we do too, a little bit. So yeah, I think 10 minutes down almost.
Yeah, sorry. Thanks for...
Yeah, if you stuck through till now, props to you. Yes. Stay tuned next week. We see movies every Tuesday, posting on Wednesday. So, yay! Thanks, guys.
Share with your friends.
Say, like, love TreAnch. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
No, I was gonna do...
of
Love
TreAnch.